Long Haochen easily wins the first match in the final round of the demon hunting team, followed by the match between Kaiers against Li Xian, Long Haochen's sister. Li Xian looks at the beautiful girl in front of her with a complicated look and says softly, "Kaier, let's go to the stage." Li Xian couldn't help but feel sorry for her when she meets Kaier's gloomy eyes. For the assassin, the most important thing is vision, but the girl in purple skirt can't see. Kaier must have gone through hardships unimaginable. Li Xian has made up her mind to admit defeat at the beginning of the competition. She can't fight against Kaier, the blind girl. Besides, seeing herself in the finals is beyond her expectation. Li Xian stretches out her fair hand and wants to lead Kaier to the challenge arena. "I admit defeat in this game." Kaier sits still, leaning her head toward the rostrum. Kaier's sudden behavior stuns Li Xian. She has decided to admit defeat, not expecting that Kaier gives her no chance to do so. "Kaier, you don't need to do that." "Anyway, I can't enter the top 16, Li Xian advises, a little anxious. She knows her strength and it's the best she can do to enter the finals. Kaier just chuckles and says in a soft voice, "Where there's a will, there is a way. You should give yourself some confidence." Kaier's voice is not loud, but it seems to be carried with magic power, which makes Li Xian feel at ease beyond words. For a while, she stands there motionless, at a loss what to answer. After Kaier says this, she is ready to leave the place as she has an appointment with Long Haochen. Li Xian, who has nothing else to do here, takes Kaier's arm warmly and go with her. After Long Haochen he wins, the second duel in the group he is in is between the warrior named Wang Yuanyuan and the summoner Qin Yinger. Both sides are girls. Wang Yuanyuan wears a sharp silver armor and a high ponytail. Her tall posture and defined facial features give her a valiant and heroic bearing. The huge shield she holds is particularly eye-catching. The shield is extremely heavy, taller than Wang Yuanyuan. The dark color shows the age of this equipment. Although it is a shield, the top of it is sharp, which is more like an attack weapon. Qin Yinger, on the contrary to Wang Yuanyuan's style, is a cute little girl wearing a beautiful Lolita dress and a delicate hat. Her delicate face is hidden under a gorgeous umbrella. Wang Yuanyuan is taken by surprise seeing Qin Yinger, who appears to be so tiny and weak. "Little girl, just admit defeat if you can't hold on later," Wang Yuanyuan reminds. She feels bad to use violence against such a lovely girl. However, Qin Yinger seems to ignore Wang Yuanyuan's words and immerse herself in the crystal ball in her hands. As the game begins, Qin Yinger triggers the spiritual power, enable it to blend into the crystal ball, murmuring incantations. With the multicolored divine glow flowing on the glass ball, a simple and huge stone gate appears on the challenge arena. Wang Yuanyuan is taken aback, the previous ease swept away. This stone gate must have been exposed to a lot of weather. The temperament of the gate makes her staggered. Wang Yuanyuan clenches the shield in her hand, her fighting will surging, and her eyes are fixed on the ancient gate. She does not know what is behind the gate. This unknown fear unsettles her. All of a sudden, a gentle and lovely sheep comes out of the gate. An eerier silence descends on everyone present. Wang Yuanyuan opens her mouth wide and looks at the sheep in amazement. Qin Yinger's beautiful face is flushed. She runs to the lamb quickly and picks it up. After showing Wang Yuanyuan that she admits defeat, she runs down the challenge arena in dismay. At this time, Wang Yuanyuan recovers from the shock, and it occurs to her that interesting story has been widely spread recently. It is said that there is a very wonderful player in the summoner camp who can summon the Gate of Life. This is a secret skill that only high-level summoners can use, which could connect with the extremely powerful summoning beasts with psychic powers. Wang Yuanyuan can use this secret skill, but it is extremely unstable. She once summoned level 8 demon beasts in the preliminary contest, equivalent to the level 7 experts for humans, thus winning the contest overwhelmingly. However, just now Qin Yinger only summoned a little lamb. This instability of the skill cannot ensure her to win the game. Long Haochen, who is watching the match, finds no words to describe their way of fighting. However, he is concerned about the appointment with Kaier and doesn't stay long. After witnessing the results of the competition, he makes his way to the place where he meets Kaier. Soon after Long Haochen makes it there, the familiar sound of bamboo sticks knocking on the ground reaches his ears. Following the sound, Long Haochen sees Kaier and Li Xian. He waves his arms and trots toward Kaier. As Long Haochen is about to call them with excitement, he suddenly feels a burning sensation sweeping over him, which gives him a shiver. Soon, Long Haochen suddenly disappears and finds himself in a different space. Before Long Haochen could react, he sees Hao Yue crawling upon the floor. Hao Yue tries to raise its head and murmurs to Long Haochen. Its breath is faint with deep wounds seen everywhere on the body. It looks awful, blood gushing out of the wounds. Long Haochen is taken aback, knowing that Hao Yue is in danger, so it asked him for help and summoned him to this space. Long Haochen hurriedly initiates his spiritual power to use the Holy Light Mask to cure Hao Yue. "How are you, Hao Yue?" Desperate with anxiety, Long Haochen calls its name as he's doing the healing.